Hello everyone. Today we're going to check your scientific notation practice. Take a look at number 1. So the directions for 1 through 8 say convert these into scientific notation. So the decimal is here. We need to move it here. So we have one number in front of the decimal. So we have 3.4 times 10 to the 1/2 power, and it's going to be positive because that's a large number. Number 2, the decimal is here. We want to move it here. Again, because we only want one number in front of the decimal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. So we have 2.3 times 10 to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it's going to be -5 because it's a small number. The zeros are in front of the number. Number 3, our decimal is here. We want to move it here. One number in front of the decimal, one non-zero number in front of the decimal. So 1.01 times 10 to the 1, 2, 3, 4, +5. That's a large number. The zeros are after the number we put in front of times 10. Number 4, our decimal is here. We want to move it here. So we're going to put 1. You can also put 1.0. That's the same thing. Times 10 to the 1, 2, but it's going to be a -2 because that's a small number. Your numbers are to the left. Your zeros or decimal are to the left. Number 5, your decimal is here, but we want to move it here. So we're going to have 4.501 times 10 to the, and we moved it one space to the left. So, So that's going to be not to the left, but we want to make that number bigger, so it's going to be a +1. Number 6, our decimal is here. We're going to move it here, so we have 1 times 10 to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it's a bigger number, so it's going to be a +6. Number 7, our decimal's here. We want to move it here, so we have 6.71 times 10 to the 1, 2, 3, but it's going to be a -3 because that number is smaller. It's a small number. And number 8, that looks great the way it is. So we're going to say 4.50 times 10 to the, if we don't want to move a decimal, we just want to multiply by 1. Remember, we can use 0 as a decimal. We learned that. So your answer to number 8 is 4.50 times 10 to the 0 power. All right, so taking a look at 9 through 16, it says convert the following numbers into standard notation. So that means we're going to get out of scientific notation and go to standard notation. So first you write your number that's in front of the times 10. +4 means I move 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces to the right. We're moving our decimal. So your final answer is 23,000. Give yourself a check if you got that. Number 10, I notice I have a negative exponent, so I'm going to have to move my decimal to the left, so I'm going to write my number over just a little bit. So write your 1.76. -3 means I go 1, 2, 3 jumps to the left. Fill in those spaces with zeros. So my final answer is 0.00176. You'd also be correct if you didn't put this first 0 in front of the decimal. So either of those will be correct. Number 11, 1.901 times 10 to the -7. So since I have a negative exponent, I'm going to write my number over just a little bit because I know I'll be moving to the left. 7 jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so your final answer should be 0.6 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1901. So double check and make sure you have the right number of zeros. Next, number 12, I have 8.65, and it says times 10 to the -1. So that means I'm going to move my decimal one jump to the left. So your final answer should be 0.8 0.865. Give yourself a check if you got that correct. Number 13, 9.11 times 10 to the positive 3 power. So 9.11, you write your number. Positive 3 is 3 moves to the right. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to have to fill in 1 0. So your answer should be 9,110. Number 14, 5.40 times 10 to the first power. Write your number. Times 10 to the positive first power means I move my decimal 1 point to the right, and that's going to give me 54, or you could have 54.0, same thing. Look at 15. What do we know times 10 to the 0 power means? That means times 1. So your answer is 1.76. I'm not moving the decimal any. And lastly, number 16. Write your number, 7.4. I notice I have a negative 5 exponent. That means I go 5 spaces to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to fill in those dips with zeros. So your final answer should be 0 point with 4 zeros, 0, 0, 0, 0, 7, 4.